Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about cardio equipment for deconditioned individuals. This video is part of a greater series of videos where we talk about reconditioning individuals who have been injured or who have been deconditioned due to work or life. There are two strategies that we use in the beginning. We have a whole series of videos on that. There are 3 exercises that we would start with a single arm kettlebell, single arm overhead press, single arm box squat to a controlled height, and suitcase deadlift. The second series would be heavy club swinging, shield cast going around your head, inside circle rotating towards your center line, and outside circle rotating away from your center line. We have a series of videos on all of that explaining it in depth. The goal of all of those exercises is to get people back to standing all the way up. Standing up is the thing that separates us from everything else on the planet, and humans should be really good at it. When people are deconditioned or injured for a long period of time, they get really good at sitting down. So we want to design our training to get them good at standing back up. First series, single arm kettlebell, press, squat, deadlift. Second series, inside circle, outside circle, shield cast. That helps people restore standing posture. After that, we move to kettlebell swings, two-handed swings, start-stop swings, start-stop hand-to-hand swings, and hand-to-hand swings. That helps people build up the posterior chain, the muscles in the back of their body, the biggest muscles, their glutes, their hamstrings. That has the greatest effect on their metabolism and the greatest effect on their overall strength and the reduction of pain. After that, we would like to move towards cardio. The first thing that we recommend people do is a rowing machine, a Concept 2 rowing machine. There are several types of rowing machines on the market. The Concept 2 one is the one that has the most support. It costs the least amount of money and it's the least likely to break, and it has the best possible computer. Also, Concept 2 provides support with daily workouts, short, medium, and long. Almost nobody gets beyond the short workouts because they're already so savage and difficult. But then after that, we move to the rower's angry cousin, which is the ski erg. It is the same machine as the Concept 2 rower. It has the same computer, so you don't have to learn a new system. It has the same fan, it has most of the same parts, but the difference is now instead of being seated, you will be standing. You will start in the standing position and you will collapse down, creating power down. You're essentially pulling down towards the ground. This goes in with all of our other exercises, with your fundamentals of your squat pattern, with the fundamentals of your hip hinge, deadlift, and swing pattern, and it goes in with lat and core. It's all the things that you need in order to get strong quickly in a short period of time with a computer that allows you to have an infinite amount of variability in a small space. There are a bunch of different techniques that people use in order to make this thing go. Start with the simple ones. Heel at the back of the platform, point your feet straight ahead because that's the way we walk. It's the same foot position that we would use for squats. It's the same foot position that we would like people to use for swings, for deadlifts, for inside circles, for outside circles, and shield casts. Point the feet straight ahead. 2 hands on. Drop the weight, pull with the arms. That is the straight line technique, arms up, down, tricep extensions close to the body. As you get better, it starts to look more like a swimming pattern that encourages people to stand all the way up. People will argue about which technique is better forever. Just practice both eventually. Start down, stand up, all the way up, circle your arms out to the outside, pull down, circle, pull down, circle, pull down, circle. The point of the circle is to trick people into standing all the way back up at the top. Sometimes when people do the straight line technique, they don't stand all the way up at the top, they don't straighten their arms, and they don't straighten their lats. The goal is to extend all the joints of our body, because extending our joints is a characteristic of youth that we lose when we are deconditioned or injured. Think at the top, straight legs, hips as far forward as they can go. You will be leaning forward very slightly, so it's not perfect. Arms all the way up, straight elbow, pull down, get as low as you can, sit down like it is the bottom of your kettlebell swing or the bottom of a deadlift. All the way up, extend the knees, extend the hips, extend the spine, pull all the way down, open all the way up. I like the open technique because it helps people learn to open their shoulders up in a different way. But people do recommend going straight up and pulling straight down. I just tell people not to do that if I see them have bent elbows or internally rotated wrists, because over time they're going to cause themselves overuse injuries, or that's the general idea. The computers on these are exactly the same as the computers on the Concept 2 rowers, even down to the generation of the computer. This one's a PM5. It has a little holder on the top right now. You have your menu, which is your return home button. Just ski, if you just want to pull, it would tell you your pace per 500 meters, your total number of meters, your strokes per minute. Ski erg strokes per minute are higher than they are for the rower. In the rower, usually think average 28, but you can get down as low as 21, go up to maybe 32. With the ski erg, that's overall going to be higher. Think 36 to 40, generally super rough. Totally different depending on what you are doing with the machine itself. You have your units, which changes your display here. Watts, a measure of the total amount of power for each stroke, and calories, how much work you're doing per hour. In the beginning, the most useful ones are your speed per 500 meters. You're trying to get it below 2 minutes per 500 meters in the beginning, and then you can get much, much faster than that, down into like the 130 range per 500 meters. If it's 220 per 500 meters, then you would like to work on your kettlebell swings and on your clean and press to build your total global strength of your body, and then work this back in twice a week. Other options, you have your select workouts, obviously standard list, custom list. Re-ski is the most useful one, where you would set up a workout, say doing 500 meters 4 times, and then you would re-ski it after a break when you come back to it, when you roll it into some other type of interval training. For the most part, the computers on the Concept 2s are the most reliable computers I've seen in the fitness industry to get all together, and they run on just D batteries, so there's nothing crazy. They're portable, they don't need to be next to an outlet. You can move them around inside of a home, you can move them outside. They work fine and they're easy to maintain. Think of the ski erg as being about $1,100. In your economics of training equation, it is expensive. Think a competition adjustable kettlebell is being $300 and having an infinite amount of variability in training. Think about heavy clubs being between $50 and $300 and having an infinite amount of training. And then think about a rower, $900, 3 times as much as a kettlebell. And think about this, $1,100 to $1,200 being almost 4 times as much as a really good competition adjustable kettlebell. So this is a higher ticket item, but it will work out in the long run because there is an infinite amount of training that you can do with this in an extremely small space, and it is truly one of the most god-awful cardio machines that there is.